Hi everybody, welcome back to Whatchamacraft's Workshop, where we are ignoring our responsibilities and doing something fun for once. Today we're going to be building all 4 of these Make It Mini Valentines kits, and in my normal procrastinating fashion, I have waited until just before Valentine's Day to do this. So hopefully it'll be out on Valentine's Day. If it is, happy Valentine's Day! So we're gonna go ahead and make these, and also I thought, what is Valentine's Day without a little love potion? So we're going to build this. I think it's Amortentia, I think is what is in here, if I looked at the pinhole hack correctly. So hopefully that's what it is. Also, look what I found at Target a few weeks back. Isn't that cute? It's a little telephone booth and it's a light. So we're just gonna put that over here in the background. As you can see, I've already unboxed all of the capsules and got them ready for crafting. So let me move things around a little bit, change the angle so we can get a top-down view and start building these things. So if that sounds like fun to you, go grab yourself your favorite adult beverage and a snack and sit back and enjoy. All right, we're gonna start with, no, not this one. I changed my mind already. Which one is it? This one? Nope. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. We're gonna start with the one that's potentially going to turn out the worst, because this is the one I have watched other people make, and it doesn't, even the experts, even the ones that know what they're doing, hint, that's not me, and have made millions of these, have struggled with this one. So I'm definitely going to struggle. So it's okay. We'll still have a good time. This one is the, let me look, whatever is it called, the Cherry Choco Trifle, and it's kind of like a layer cake with brownies, says heart brownies, cherry custard, whipped cream, chocolate curls, and cherries. It's got a lot going on in there, and this is what it's supposed to look like. So we'll have to see how close and or how far away I'm going to get on this one. You know, I'm not real great at making these. I'm still in the learning process. Okay, let me scoot my camera out of my way a little bit and bring it down a little bit. Okay, how's that? You can tell me, but I won't hear you. Alrighty, inside of here we have the brownies, little heart brownies. This is our container that's gonna have our cake in it. They give us a little a little pair of tongs, which I sometimes use and sometimes I don't. I mean, sometimes these are perfect, like they're exactly what you need, and other times you need more better precision tweezing, better precise tweezing. We have little whipped cream dollops. We've got, I mean, this is the resin, I guess, the cherry custard. And the little cherries, which are super cute. Look at those. I love these. I always love the little plastic fruits they put in here. Okay, get back in there. And, okay, I always keep the tissue paper for, you know, for a project that I'll probably never get to, but just in case. And these are the little chocolate curls. We've got a little spatula. What is on that spatula? And a little spoon. And the capsule, by the way, it did come with this little piece, a little heart. I think that's so cute. If you want to display it in there. And the table, all of the tables are just this heart with like, minus the pet hair. Let me clean that off. You know, when you have dogs and cats, you gotta live with their fur because it's on everything. So we've got a little heart table to display it. I guess that fits inside of there if you display it like that. Can you imagine all of the like display balls you'd have laying around if you displayed all of these things? It would look really, well, very cluttered. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing that because I'm gonna be picking this thing up anyway. Well, let's look at the instructions. That's a good place to start. All right, we're gonna put some of the cherry custard in the bottom. Then we're going to place the heart brownies around the edge. I don't understand the next picture. And I assume we're still, okay, wait a minute. It goes, oh, numbers. See, 1, 2, 3. All right, so then we're going to cure it. Add some more custard. Oops. Ah! Number 5, add the cherries. And then continue layering. So we've got more custard. Then comes the chocolate curls. And custard on the top again? I still do not understand that picture. I guess this is a top-down view. Oh, I see. This is the side view. That's the top-down view. Okay. All right. I understand. Okay, so... And then 10 is here. Wait, 10. What? Oh, that's for a different build. 10 and then 11. I feel like you're not going to even be able to see those chocolate curls. What does it look like again? Like that. All right. Here goes nothing. Let me move you over here. Probably just going to knock it over again. Chocolate custard. Cherry custard. Cherry custard. Okay, and here is where the precision tweezers come in handy. Because it's really hard to get these little tapes off sometimes. Little pieces of tape. Very strong, very sticky. Ugh. Open. Oh, okay. Guess we'll do it that way. Aha. Looks like bubble gum. And okay, it's very thick. Okay, so let me move this over. First comes a layer of the custard. Keep my instructions in view. Nothing is happening. It's a frozen moment. See, I already messed it up. I already got the stuff all around the side. But I'm following the instructions. This is the way they tell you to do it. This is This is really thick. Come on. All right, I guess that's satisfactory. Next comes the heart brownies. Okay, open up, will ya? Jeez. You know, it's things like this. It's things like that that are frustrating. And look, one went right in. It says to use the tweezers. Well, see, now it's turned the wrong way. This is already more complicated than it needs to be. And now I got resin on there. Alrighty. I hate it already. Okay, let's keep going. And one more. Whoops. Okay, it's gone. It's a goner. If I can just, as long as we can see a few of them, I guess it'll look all right. But, you know, it's not really gonna, because see now we got that cream in the way. I'm trying to get it so that at least one side looks decent. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cure this, even though it's already kind of messed up. All right, it's out of the UV lamp, and this is where we're at. Next comes the more of this. Let me pull this out. Okay, this goes in next. According to the picture, the top-down picture, this is supposed to cover the brownies. I feel like they didn't really give us enough. You can't really see the brownies anymore because this is a mess. Okay. And next we put on cherries. Seems like a lot of cherries. I don't use that. Let's see. Well, we want to be able to see the cherries as like a layer. Okay, and then next comes more of this. There is definitely not enough in there for this. Yeah, I can see why this has been kind of a frustrating build. And that's it. And it's not even covering the cherries. And you can't really see the layer because the resin just kind of goes everywhere. All right, let's put some of these on the top. Why not? We are definitely not going to have a top layer of the custard. But you know what? I kind of like this as a top layer. I think this looks better anyway. I like these little curls. Let's do one more right there. I'm gonna cure it like this. We do not have enough resin to cover the top like the directions say, but you know what? That's okay. I kind of like being able to see that at the top. All right, I'm going to cure this and I'll be right back. Okay, that has cured, and I think what I'm gonna do is just use a little, whatever's left, just enough to put some of those dollops of Cool Whip on the top. So we do have a little bit of this left. And I know it's not going, whoops, let me use these. It's not going quite according to the directions, but that'll be okay. I'm just gonna use that and stick it right on there. I don't know if this will even cure because, you know, it's the UV light has to get to the resin. So I'm trying to make sure it goes off to the side a little bit. Let's get this. So you kind of make sure it's like off to the side a little bit. I said that twice? Okay. Well, it isn't the prettiest dessert, but it probably tastes good, you know, in real life, I imagine. Well, I made a mess out of that one. This one doesn't look as good. But it's going in. Not exactly uniform, are they? Let me put a little more on this one. Well, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay, into the UV it goes. Alright, I'm gonna clean this up while that's curing and I'll be right back. There we go. It looks exactly like the picture. Perfect. It's not too bad, but there is no way you're gonna be able to see those hearts like that. That resin just goes everywhere. But okay, that is complete. Let's move this one back there. Next up, I think it's this one. I think we'll do this one. This one is this is like that candy heart. The candy heart that you're supposed to be able to crush. So in this little box is the heart. It's a heart box with some little fluff. The bottom is, oops, the bottom is a hard plastic. Has a little gold decorative tray in there, and then this top part is like breakable. So we're going to be filling this up with little candies, and you're supposed to break it, you know, to get the candy out. It's called Da 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 da! Heartbreak surprise! And so we're gonna be making these little XO candies and then smashing it open. They give us 3 colors of mica powder, and one's like little sprinkles. These little containers are always hard to kind of open up. And we have pink. We have brown for chocolate. And then these little teeny tiny sprinkles. Pink, light pink and dark pink. Okay, here's our little XO mold. So we've got some X's and O's that are connected. And then there's a couple that are just not connected. So a couple varieties of candies. Here's our resin, white chocolate. It comes with a little nozzle if you want to use it. This is the hammer you're gonna use to smash it open. You put your finger here, you go, smash! Like that. And here's our little spoon that we're gonna use for decorating. To put the sprinkles and resin in. Same capsule as the last one. Put that to the side. All right, here we go. First things first. The first things first, read the directions. How could you forget? Okay, so we're supposed to be making red ones or pink ones, chocolate ones, and some that we're gonna leave white with, I think we'll be putting sprinkles on it. Yeah, so put your color in the mold. I guess you can do it however you want, really. And then just cure the resin. And then it says put the sprinkles on, I guess. I feel like we could probably put the sprinkles in first. I don't know. Well, let's do it the way I'm thinking. To minimize one step, if we put the sprinkles in the bottom here, I don't know, let's see what happens. All right, so we got some white. I guess we should use the nozzle so we can do some precision resin work here. What do these look like? Ooh. They are super tiny. Well, if these don't turn out, we'll just make other ones. We're gonna use our teeny tiny spoon. Now, I'm not following directions here, okay? I'm putting the sprinkles in first because I just feel like this will work and it will eliminate a step. All right. Let's put a teeny tiny bit. Oh, this is powder, so potentially, if I'm thinking straight, if we just put a little bit in there. I don't know. I'm just doing one row. It's okay if it doesn't turn out, you know? It doesn't really matter. What does it matter? It's your own little craft. Or the Miniverse resin police gonna come and take you away? Whoa, that one got... Okay, that one, I got a little aggressive with that one. Alright, now let's put the resin in. I think I'm just gonna squeeze some in one side and then with a toothpick moving around. Okay. All right, well, let's see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? Other than he won't cure, that's the worst that could happen. All right, I'll be right back. Well, unbeknownst to you, but beknownst to me, I had a whole nother kit. Because on my quest to buy all 4 of these, I got a double. So actually I have another one of these. And I already made some the other day just to practice. And I'll show you how these turned out. I did not break this one. I just don't have the heart to break it. And I didn't follow the directions the first time either. And I think I just mixed everything together because I didn't know what I was doing, and I still don't. So I made some that were red. Well, they're kind of like a dark red. Some that were white. I put sprinkles in some and I didn't put sprinkles in some. So now, according to the instructions, once you make them like this, then you're supposed to put a little bit of resin on the top and put the sprinkles on. So let's try doing it like that and see how that turns out. See if it looks a little better than this. So I'm just going to use my other mold and lay them on the top here. And they want you to just put a little bit of the resin on the top. I'm gonna use my toothpick again. And let's see what kind of a mess I can make. Because I want just a little bit. And if these weren't so small, you could just like dip it. What if we could do that? What do I have? That would work for that. I know, we can use the paper. Let's try that. So if we put a little puddle of this, just a little bit, take our tweezers and you know what we need? We need some of these. Oops. Well, I already dumped some out. Okay. Dip it. Dip it again. Now you can't even tell it's an O. Let's try a chocolate one. Dip in the sprinkles. I don't know. Let's try this one. This one I did put sprinkles on the top, you know, before I cured it, but this is the side of the candy you're gonna look at, so you can't even see the sprinkles. I need more sprinkles. Dip. We're getting stuck to each other. I think if you just avoid the sprinkles part, it's not so bad. But the sprinkles make it kind of a mess. Well, they went off to the side. Off to the side! They went everywhere. Where's my other ones? Oh, wait. These are the ones from the other pack. I have more. Okay, well, I think I'm not gonna press my luck anymore. I'm just gonna cure these. All right, and while those are curing, let's look at the other ones I messed up. So these are the ones I put the sprinkles in first, and the coloring. How do they look? I mean, not bad. They don't look too bad. Okay, but the color didn't mix in. So look at that. See, that's what happens. That's what happens when you don't follow the directions. Yeah, they didn't turn out real great. But the first batch did, the ones I did off camera. Because I did kind of follow the directions more. Except I didn't do the sprinkles on the top. I also put them in. Alright. Let's put some more chocolate in here. Wait, I want red now. Let me do some red at the top. Well, I put a lot in that one. This is a big mess. Okay, let's just squirt some of this in here. I guess I'll do that one. I'll just do some that are mostly white. Although there is a little bit of color in the mold. But that's okay. Now we'll mix it. See, now it's colored the right color. And I made a huge mess. I dumped so much of this. I kind of wish there was a way to mix the color before you put it in the mold, instead of trying to mix it in the mold, because these molds are so small. All right, I'm gonna continue mixing, and I'll be back in a second. All right, I have mixed everything up, and bubbles are now popping up. And as I was mixing this one, I was thinking, well, and I way overfilled some of these, but I was thinking, if you used like green and brown, or like, you know, orange, green, brown type colors, this would make a pretty decent cat food. A lot of cat foods are like shaped like X's and O's and small shapes like that. So if you needed to, or you wanted to make a bowl of cat food, you just need a different color. I think that would work. All right, I'm gonna stick that one in the UV light and pull the other one out. And I knocked that one out. Now these are the ones that we followed, or I tried to follow the directions by putting resin on the top and then putting sprinkles on, which was a huge mess. And I don't know, does that look good? I think I liked them better before. Oh well, let's put them in our little candy mold. There's the chocolate one. These are the ones I put the sprinkles on top. I mean, I guess they look good. There's our candy-filled heart. Put one more there. I will say, this is a very messy project. And And that pink really stains your fingers. All right, and here's the last batch that I made, the ones that I overfilled. But I mixed the colors up first. I'm not gonna put sprinkles on these. I'm just gonna leave them the way they are. These just look chocolatey. But this is what happens when you overfill them. And then you got all these extra pieces. But if you take a pair of like cuticle cutters, they cut off pretty easily. And it goes flying. Never to be seen again. But that's an easy way to clean up your little resin pieces. Yeah, these definitely got overfilled. But I do like the color of the red, but the red stains your hands. Now, imagine that in a cat bowl with, you know, different colors. It also would make pretty decent cereal, I think. Just all kinds of things you can do, reuse these molds for different things. All right, since I have 2 of these containers, I'm going to bust one open, see how that works. I'll keep that one shut and try this one. All right, now it says, it shows you to use your thumb to smash it, like your thumb like that. Sound effects are optional. I don't know. It's like, it's hard to hold it. You gotta figure out how your other fingers are supposed to hold it. Okay, here we go. Let's get in close. Okay, that doesn't not break too easy. Nope, not. I think the problem is you can't really hold it. All right. There we go. There we go. Oh, my dog's worried. He says, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Max, are you worried? It's okay. It's all right. I'm just crafting, okay? I know things get crazy in here, but it's all right. Okay. And there it is, the Heartbreak Surprise Box. And there it is, all put out, looking pretty on a display. Move that back. Put the little box there. I guess so you could give it away as a gift, you know, in our pretend little world, obviously. Okay, next. This one next. I believe these are the hearts. Let's see. Not the hearts, the bouquet. Sorry. Lollipop Hearts Bouquet. Get it straight, Missy. Alright, so we have all of these things. Some straws. Well, they're not straws, they're like the lollipop sticks. Oh, we have to make molds. Heart molds. We got little ribbon. We're gonna put them in that little flower bouquet holder. We've got more deco dust and candy syrup. So we're gonna resin these little hearts onto the lollipop sticks. Oh boy. Some more things to make a mess with. Get out of the way. We're done with you. All right, inside of here is the bouquet paper. There's little lollipops. Lollipop sticks. And it looks like little twist ties to hold the plastic shut. Always have a pair of tongs. We've got the little heart. Looks like some resin, or looks like some mica powder is loose in there. Oh, these are little teeny tiny hearts. Very cute. Okay. This is the mica powder that is all over the place. Deco Dust. Very pink. It's like a hot pink in there. We've got our resin, which is candy syrup. A little nozzle. And these are the molds. And I gotta take this off. Of the mold, we've got a little spool of ribbon to go around the what does it go around? It goes around the bouquet. It goes down there around the bouquet. We've got another little spoon. And that's what we have. Okay, and then let's open this up, because there's a few things in here that we will need. All right, so we've got the 4 sticks. They do look like lollipops. I mean, they look like straws, but they're lollipop sticks. These are the little tiny twist ties and our little cellophane wrappers. Put those off to the side because we're not ready for that. Now we have to decorate the hearts with this. And we're putting them in all 4. And you could use, actually, you could use some of the chocolate from the last one if you wanted to make a chocolate heart. Or make one red if you wanted to make a red heart. Or if you have any other mica powder you want to make different colors, why not? Okay, let's take a look at our candy syrup. I'm using my phone to record this because it's just easier for me to see if I'm in the right place. But the microphone is on one side, and I have a tendency to move my head to that side. So I apologize if the sound is weird like that. Like I'm going from one speaker to the next. Nozzle. I need the nozzle. And I believe we're going to mix this up first. And then stick in the sticks. So this is just clear. All right, we'll just go ahead and mix these up. Now we know what happens if you don't mix them up enough. They make a crater, a little powder crater. So you gotta mix it up pretty good. All right, now we need some on where the stick is gonna go. So just to make sure you pull it down into there. It's a really pretty color. It's all sparkly. Did I miss a step? Okay, 1, 2, 3 was mix it up. 4. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the sticks in. I guess we're supposed to do that first, but I didn't. I don't follow directions. They slide in? Wait, you can't see a thing. Okay, how does this work? Just, well, it's squishing out a little bit. I don't like the way they pop up like that. That is annoying. That one, oops, I shouldn't use my fingers. But I did. I know I live life on the edge. wipe it off real quick. Okay. I made a mess. Now, we're supposed to decorate it. Now we're supposed to decorate it? Okay, now we're supposed to decorate it. With what? These little candy hearts, of course. Because that's what it shows. These are not coming out. Oh, they're kind of rubbery. They're so cute though. Let me get my little, where is that thingy? This. And move them around a little bit. Whoops, I pushed them in. Let's see, I'm on step 5. That was step 5. And why does it look like it's like a different color? It looks like it's yellow, like kind of orangey yellow here. Must be a printing error. My only concern is that the stick is not like down properly. Like I want it to be down in. All right, you couldn't even see that. I just put a little drop right there. I'm gonna put this in the UV light and I'll be right back. And here they are, the delicious looking little lollipops. Let's pull them out of the mold. And there it is. That looks pretty good, actually. Didn't think these would turn out. But they're cute. The resin did go down here a little bit, but we can just pick it off. Whoopsie, that's what I was afraid of. If the resin and the stick weren't like together well, yeah, they don't stick. That's the only problem. I was afraid that would happen. So we can just start over. You know, since I have to start over because this didn't work, I'm gonna try a chocolate one. That is curing, we'll put the other ones in UV light. But let's take some of this out. Okay, I feel like it's sufficiently mixed up. Put a few hearts on here. Kind of sink in if you mess around with them too much. All right, let's stick the stick in here. I'm gonna stick it up like that. I'm not gonna put it down into the that little groove in there because I feel like that just pushes it up out of the mold. I don't know. This could look terrible, but we'll find out. Into the UV light. In the meantime, let's try wrapping these other hearts up. So these things are little bags. They're very hard to get open. Oh, I don't like the way that one looks. Let me fix that one. Okay, wow. That one's fine. Okay, it goes in the bag. Then you're supposed to close it with these little twist ties. just like that. Then you knock everything over that you have, getting to the next one. All right, try to figure out how to open the bag. Your hands are dry, it's really hard. In you go. Let me get rid of that little piece. One more of this kind. Do the twist. Oh, I think I just knocked it off of the... I'm pretty sure I just knocked it right off of the stick. Oh well, we're not gonna touch it. Okay, now, I'm just waiting for the other one. Because this fell off. It's a cute heart though. We could just put it in like a candy dish. Be some big candies for Barbie. All right, here's our chocolate lollipop. Let's see how bad this looks. Oh, I just pulled the stick out. All right, let's just pretend I didn't do that. Just pretend I didn't do that. This is what it would look like. It needs cleaned up because I overfilled it. But I'm kind of afraid to touch it too much because it's also falling off of the stick. Oh, and it's not completely cured. I should have left it in there longer. Oopsie. You can see it's all over me now. All right. I'm going to stick this back in the... I'm gonna stick this back in the under the UV light for a few more minutes, and I'll be back again. All right. I put it in for a couple more minutes, and I cleaned it up a little bit. It does look better, although it is hanging on there very precariously onto that lollipop stick. All right, let's put it in the little baggie before things get worse. All right, so we've got 3 pink ones and 1 chocolate one. And now we are going to put them inside of... Now, inside of here is a little plastic holder. So we will just put them in there like so. And can you put them all in there? Yep, you can. They all go in. Close it up. And use this little ribbon to tie it. I don't know how we're supposed to make a tiny bow like that. That's not going to be easy. Urgh. But we're gonna give it our best shot. This is so small. That is not, that bow is not gonna happen. I'm just gonna tie it like this. They should have gave us a bow if they wanted us to put a bow on it. But, you know, this is all right. It's fine. It still looks cute. And here's our lollipop bouquet. The lollipops are jumping out. But that is cute. Okay. Let me put this on display and get ready for the last one. Okay, our last little Miniverse Make It Mini Valentine's project is the diamond rings. Of course, there's no diamond rings in there. We have to make those. That can't be hard. How hard is it to make a diamond? Looks like we've got a little card. What is this? It says, "Marry me!" Nope, it says nothing. Well, you can write that in there. You can write whatever you want. Okay. And a pair of tongs. Of course, we've got gem glue. Special. It's special glue. Okay. Looks like I did look in here slightly. Okay, I guess that's it. Don't throw that out. We got a little velvet bag. And it's tied very tight. And I'm assuming this is where the gems are. Let's see. Let's look inside. Oop. All right, so we're not making the diamonds, we're setting the diamonds. And then you'll put the completed diamond ring in here. Maybe. Oh! I just pulled it apart. That's because I didn't open it from the right side. Let me put that back together. Okay, you open it from this side. You're gonna put your little ring inside of there. Now here are all the little jewels that came in, gems, diamonds, that came in this little pouch. Each diamond, we have pink, sort of yellowish and clear, and they have the oval, round, and square shape. And according to the instructions, the oval goes in the heart shape setting ring. The round goes in, well, these look almost the same, but if you look at the place settings or the ring setting, is that what that's called? Without the diamond. It is not focusing. Hello? There we go. This is a neat little box. It's plastic, but it's actually made pretty well. And then here are the rings that we have to put the gems or the diamonds into. And they're actually metal. And you can see they come in different colored gold. So we got square and circle and oval. The instructions tell us that we are going to be dropping in a little bit of the glue into the metal. Then let it sit for 15 minutes. So I think it's a glue and not a resin. Well, then you can pick whichever one you want to give to your sweetheart and get engaged. You can have a teeny tiny little engagement ring. I feel like we should just glue them right while this thing is here. I guess it's in there. It's a square one. Let's do the pink one in there. Kind of have to get it. You have to get it right in your fingers. It's totally crooked. Oh my gosh. It will not set in there. I think I got it. Okay. I think I got it. I'm not putting a lot of glue because I don't want to glue the ring into the holder here. Gonna do the yellow one here in the yellow gold. Oops, totally missed. And one more. Those diamonds are definitely not set perfectly in there. They really don't want to lay. They just go in all crooked. And I bumped that one out. Look how crooked that is. I keep pulling it out because it's not in right. For heaven's sakes. Will you please cooperate? Alright, you're coming out of there. This one just will not go in there right. Get in there! Give me a hard time. It is crooked in there. Maybe you have to push them in. Yeah, they kind of snap in there. Okay, so I feel like you almost don't need the glue. Did you see that? Yeah. You really just have to push them into the setting. I'm not sure you actually even need the glue. But we put glue on. Okay, so you just have to push. You just have to push it in there. Was this the last one? Was that the first one? Maybe it was this one. Alright, well, there is a little glue on each one of them. Not much. But if you push the gem into the setting, it's kind of snaps in. So I'm gonna let it sit for 10 minutes and let whatever glue is left on there to dry. And we'll be right back. All right, we waited a small amount of time. I didn't wait the whole 15 minutes, but okay, now you're not going to focus? Now you're not focusing? What is the deal here, phone? What is the deal? Okay. our rings are, I guess the glue is dry, so the next step is to choose your diamond, to choose your engagement ring. I think I like this one. I like pink. I think that's pretty. I'm gonna put this one in our ring box. Isn't that pretty? I think that's really cute. Doesn't want to stay open though. Gonna have to hold it open. But that's adorable. You can write a little message in there if you want to. There are a few extra diamonds left and plenty of gem glue. There's a lot in there. I'm gonna put the extra gems back in this cute little bag. And just leave this here for display. This would be really cute to make a little jewelry, like a jewelry store. Let's see, let's put this back here and put this like that for a little display. And there are all 4 of the Miniverse Valentine's Day builds, but we have one more. We're gonna make this Amortentia Love Potion because we need a love potion for Valentine's Day. I have not made any of these potions yet. I have collected them all, but I haven't actually made any of them. So this will be the first one. Let's see if I got the right one here. Nope, this is Polyjuice Potion. Okay, I know I have Amortentia, so let me go find that one and I'll be right back. All right, here we go. I found it. This is the one. See if we don't have a fancy heart-shaped table for this one. Let's see what all is in here. Of course, we have our little cauldron with the resin in it. They give us this little school list, which is really cute. I'm gonna keep that. Let's see what's in here. This is the little potion bottle, which has a little heart and a little pink stopper. Really cute. Perfect for Valentine's Day. This will be our tools, our tongs, and a little spoon, stirring spoon. And, oh, we get sparkles, and we get little pink hearts for love. I think this is just the capsule. Yeah, this is the capsule to turn the bottle into, oh, well, we do get a little funnel, but that's to turn this bottle into turn the capsule into a potion bottle. So it looks like that. Which is, I think, a pretty cute idea. But like I said before, you know, can you imagine trying to display all of these and these little balls? I mean, you just have balls everywhere. And what is in here? This is the stand for the cauldron. Plus the little, another one of these, okay. And I think this is what goes underneath, you know, to heat the cauldron. Okay, gonna pull that off and try to open this. Don't know how this opens. turn? Does it unscrew? Or do you just... Okay, I'll be right back. So I don't know why that was stuck on there so hard, but you just, whoops, basically just pull this lid off. And then you have to open it up, which I've heard is tough. So I grabbed my little pliers here. Of course, the plastic is staying stuck in there. And yeah, they weren't kidding. This is a little hard to open. And I don't have the instructions. Where are the instructions? I didn't put the instructions in there. Hold on. All right, I found the instructions. I forgot. I made this book, Advanced Potion Making, with all of the potions in it. I followed another creator. Her name is Resin Bell, and she showed us how to make a little potions book. Her cover was different, but I just printed out the potion making cover and I added Runil Waslib's name in there. Amortentia is page 1. Look how organized I was. I made this quite a while ago and totally couldn't remember where I put it. All right, so we are going to add our sparkles into the cauldron, then put in the hearts. Then stir, pour into the container, and cure it. And then add the little tassel. And your potion is complete. So, let's do what the directions say. First, you're going to put in your sparkles. That's most of the sparkles. Next is the hearts. I love these little containers. They're just so cute. Okay, and go with the hearts. Now I can reuse this container for something else. I love it. Okay, and now to stir. This seems very thick. I don't know how this is going to go into that container. Are those hearts dissolving? No, I guess they're just, like sunk to the bottom. Okay, I guess that's mixed up well enough. Let's take the top off. Use our little funnel and pour our potion in there. I think the hearts are making it get stuck. Push it down a little bit. You go down in there. Get in there. Okay, got a bit of a design flaw here because those hearts do not want to go through the funnel. in there. I don't know if you can see this, but it's those little hearts don't really want to go in there, and it's it's very thick. Making a total mess. As usual. Come on, go down in there. Probably would make more sense to put a little bit of, just put the sparkles in there. And then pour that into the bottle and then stop every so often and just, you know, drop a few of these little hearts in there. They should have made these hearts smaller. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere here. They do not want to come out of that funnel. It's just stuck at the funnel. It's totally not going down. That's doing nothing. This potion's turning out to be kind of annoying. I hope they're not all like this. I can't get the stuff to go through. Uh-oh. Oh no! Fail! Fail! It's going everywhere. Fail. That totally failed. It's like it creates a bubble and then nothing will go down through. And there's still lots of room left in the potion bottle. Whoops, okay. I knew that was gonna happen eventually. It's just too tippy, you know. Oops, I did it again. I am so impatient. I just can't wait. I think I'm done trying to put more of that in there. Alright, I am wiping everything off right at the moment. Tried to clean up my set a little bit. I got everything in there, put the cap back on, kind of wiping off the bottle of any of the residue. What is that? Oh, that must have just been on the paper. But you know, you can't see any of the little hearts in there. Oh, there you can see one. Kind of hope to see some of the hearts before I cure it. You can see it moving around in there. I almost hate to cure it. I kind of like it being able to, I like being able to make it like move around in there. That's cool, right? That would be cool if one of the hearts went right there, that you could see it. What if we just cured the top part and left the bottom part liquid? I wonder if that would work. I have to cover the bottom in something dark. And see if that actually works. And then the bottom will still be liquidy. Alright, I'm gonna try it. I'll be right back. We'll see what happens. Well, it didn't work. The whole thing cured. I had this whole bottom part covered, but it's still cured, so nothing is moving in there. But that would have been cool just to get like a top layer cured and then the rest you could like see it moving still. Oh well. Now we have to put this little ribbon around it and a little tassel. Let's see, how do you get this off of here? There we go. Okay. Just like that. That. And there we go. And we have our love potion for Valentine's Day. And there we have it, our 5 different Miniverse Valentine's Day crafts. They were a lot of fun to make, slightly frustrating, but still fun. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a like, and feel free to roast me in the comments. And I hope to see you in a future video. Until then, have a great Valentine's Day, and I'll see you soon. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.